Hey guys, this is Steven here. Uh, Steven Conrad in Guitarist 85 here. I've got my creation music company Pedalboard. This is the one of their smaller boards, kind of like a fly rig type thing. And I needed to put together like a quick, worship board and something kind of a last minute type of deal because I have auditions coming up and I couldn't just use my Boss Katana just plugging straight into that because it requires you have a delay at a certain setting. So I needed a good delay and I needed a good drive and compressor and eventually reverb. So I settled on this Creation Walnut board, and so I've got my compressor. It's mostly Fox Pedal, which is also owned by Creation, which is owned by John Snyder's Creation Music Company. And so you've got your refinery. It started out. I'm going to switch the camera around so that you can see what I'm playing. Okay, now you can see my smiling face. Sorry, guys. I may have to stick it on the board or stick it on the floor or something. Actually, I'm going to take it off my charger. That's what I'm going to have to do. You can see what I'm doing. Alright, so this is the reverb. Or the compressor and the reverb, but let's just do the reverb. We'll start backwards. What about that? This is with all. I found out that with this reverb, in order for me to get it to really work, for me to get it to work properly, I have to crank it up quite a bit. I mean, I like it. I like this verb. I like this reverb, but man, it's just like you really kind of have to crank it in order for it to get a good. Sometimes to get a really good sound out of it. I don't know why, but it also pairs well with the Boss Katana. I also engage. I did this thing where I have it's got onboard effects on there too, but I disengaged most of the effects. But I decided to try adding extra reverb to it, and it kind of creates a cool washy sort of effect. I kind of like to stack reverbs whenever I can. That's nice to kind of have one reverb here and one reverb there going at the same time. And then next in the chain, you've got the Boss DD7 digital delay. This has the extra modes for the reverse, analog, and modulate as well, which is what I like. Then we also have the Kingdom, the overdrive. It's very Klon-like. Normally, I used to say Klons are kind of overhyped, but I mean, it can really crank your amp. I can't play it too loudly because I'm in an apartment. So, but then finally, lastly, we have the refinery compressor. anyways, that's it, guys. Just kind of wanted to go through a quick walkthrough of the board. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Also, please give this live stream a thumbs up. If you like it, please subscribe to my channel. Eventually, I will have more content available. Right now, I'm limited as far as the time when I can actually shoot video, and also the time that I have, period, because I work for the Postal Service. So I'm always busy all the time. Let me know, guys. Thanks. Also, real quick, eventually I'm going to take this guitar in. This is an Epiphone. My Gibson right now, it's at the pawn shop. But I'm planning on taking this Epiphone in and going to change out the pickups in there, probably put some TV Jones, and then I'm going to find some Gretsch knobs, gold knobs, replace these crappy looking, tacky, garbage looking speed knobs here. The switch jack, the toggle switch, definitely going to replace that with a Switchcraft. I'm going to find a Switchcraft gold jack to replace this with. And because it's Epiphone, I'm sorry. I love you guys. I love Epiphone guitars, but man, you guys, come on. You're putting a cheap, crappy toggle switch in on a $600 guitar. What's up with that? Come on, Epiphone. Seriously, get real. I think the bridge is pretty decent. I like the Tone Pros, the stop tail piece. I'm pretty set with that. I like the setup with that. I've got another guitar that has a Bigsby already, so I don't think I'm going to add a Bigsby. I thought about adding a Bigsby to this, but maybe not. Pickguard will probably keep on, maybe, or take off, depending upon what I feel. But I really do want to replace these pickups, because Epiphone pickups, they just don't do the job the way that they're supposed to. If you have a good pedal, like a good drive, that'll push your amp, it could make these puppies scream. But for the most part, they have, like, I don't know what it is about the output on these humbuckers. They just aren't that great. They're just very bad. Like, they're the worst pickup ever. Come on, guys. You would think Epiphone. I had another Epiphone before this, an older one, like a made in Korea Epiphone, and it had better pickups than this. I don't know, why is that? It was a Korean-made Epiphone Les Paul Custom. Wasn't a Custom Pro, it was just a Les Paul Custom. And still, the Korean-made Epiphone, wonderful guitar. I kind of wish I hadn't got rid of it, but at the same time, I'm kind of glad I did. It was very well played. I played it out quite a bit. I owned it for several years, and it got me through, a lot of worship sets. So that's all I played was Epiphone. I had other guitars in between that I would use, and I would switch around too. I had a cheap Squier Telecaster at one point, and then I also had a Strat, like a little PV Strat that I had upgraded the pickups in. I put new pickups in there. Normally I play Gibson. Gibson's just a freaking beast. But yeah, on this Epiphone, I'm going to eventually replace the humbuckers, the pots, the speed knobs. I'm going to get Gun Street wiring for the for wiring kit. I don't want to go with Emerson. I might go with something else maybe. Gun Street wiring kit here. Also, a switch. Maybe they can make. Maybe Gun Street can make me a toggle switch. I hope so. That'd be kind of cool. New toggle switch, obviously. TV Jones, Filtertron pickups, and Grover locking tuners in the back. Everything's still gold. The nut's good. Everything else is good. Maybe strap locks, gold strap locks. And then that's it. I mean, really, that would bump this guitar up quite a bit. The electronics are decent now. It's just it's kind of boring. I mean, like the pickups are just super weak. But I mean, for a guitar of this price point, I see why most people, most players that are either they play gigs or they play clubs or bars or whatever would gravitate. The guys who like Les Pauls and maybe have a nice Gibson, they don't want to take out their nice Gibson to a smoky club, and they want to keep their guitar in pristine condition, so they want to have a backup. And they usually go for an Epiphone Les Paul. So yeah, this is a really cool guitar. There's just minor things that I would change. Also, I don't know. I may keep the black pickup rings, but I may go for something else. Who knows? I think the pickup rings are fine as on its own. But if I have to replace them, I may replace them with something gold, kind of matching. I want it to kind of have that wow factor, that bling. It already has it as it is. I'm a huge fan of this classic finish. Another thing I cannot stand about Epiphones too, the neck. A lot of times you get an Epiphone, and the neck is super thin. It's like it's thin, but it's like super slick. I kind of like having a little bit of grip, and then somehow, like, if you're constantly playing, you're up there. You're playing up on a worship platform or up on stage, and the lights are hitting you, you're sweating. It's not a good combination whenever you have that. So I decided, just go for get the neck sanded down, and then we're good to go. But yeah, these are good guitars. Epiphone always makes some good stuff. But that's just what I would do. For a $600 guitar, you're getting quite a bit, but the components could be so much better for the money. There are other $600 guitars out there that are way better than this for the price point. I mean, really. That have better electronics or whatever. But I'm going to upgrade this model. I'm not going to trade it or sell it or anything. I'm keeping it. But I need to, beef it up. So I think by heavily modding it, it'll be a great guitar. And I'm hoping to do that. What I really do like about guitar, the fact that it's got a Tone Pros bridge. You have it's not a bone, this is a tusk nut. And then I switched, these strings are String Joy strings with a wound G. It's a lot of fun. So, yep. Thanks, guys. I'm getting tired. I didn't get any rest today, so. But cheers. Thank you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye-bye.